Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and this is my newest stove called the BIOS, B-I-O-S. It's called that because it's a basic in-out system. You put alcohol in, you get heat out. It's as simple as that. Now this new stove is constructed from an aluminum bottle. The beer companies use this to replace the glass bottle. It's basically the same shape, but it's made out of a fairly heavy aluminum. Now what I've done is the same thing that some of the other stove makers have done, is I've clipped off the top and put it inside of the stove. Where I've veered from the other stove designers is, after I got it in there, I've heated this edge and rolled it right up over and folded it right onto the inner wall, so it'll never ever come apart. It's just a super rugged stove. And the aluminum is heavier than any stove I've made before, so that tends to make it prime a little slow, so I've added the wick to speed that up. This stove will prime out and blossom in about 10 seconds. And it's also totally indestructible. You can stand right on top of it and it won't even begin to bend. If you stepped on it in the shelter, it's not a problem at all. Now, what I'm using for fuel today with this test is, the fuel I'm using is Brake Line System Antifreeze. You can buy this at any truck stop. It's 100% methanol. Not as hot as ethanol, but a lot easier to come by. And one of the other fuels I recommend is heat, gas line antifreeze, and water remover. You can buy that at any filling station or convenience store. It's used to displace water and gasoline. And that's also 100% methanol. Also really good stuff. Both of these fuels are very repeatable. They don't vary from batch to batch, and they burn very nicely. Nice blue flame. Now this stove will hold 2 ounces of alcohol. Now I've put a line inside of it so I know where the 2 ounce mark is. So I'm going to fill it with methanol that's been dyed with food coloring so that I can see it better if I spill it, and also nobody will drink it. They won't mistake it for water. So I'm going to fill this stove. There. And then we're going to put a little prime on it. Move it back away from my primer puddle. And we'll turn the lights out and fire it up. Get everything back out of the way. Okay, the stove just blossomed out about 12-13 seconds. It's not bad considering it was solid full of alcohol. Okay, now I'm going to set a pot on it and start the stopwatch again. Let this settle down. Now I'm going to shut the camera off, and when it comes to a boil I'll turn it back on and we'll see what the stopwatch says. It's been a couple of minutes now. I just wanted to get a picture of the flame ring so you could see how it burned, how it hugged the pot. It's starting to tinkle a little bit, but it's nowhere near a boil yet. Okay, we got a boil at just about 4 minutes. Actually, a little bit before that it was boiling, but I didn't want to call it a boil until it was a full rolling boil. You can actually get a little bit of a bubbly boil at 175, 180, but I wanted to take it to the full 212. Okay, now I'm going to turn the camera off, and we'll see how long this burns on the 2 ounces of alcohol I put in it. Hopefully just before it goes out I'll be sharp enough to get the camera turned back on and we can look at the stopwatch. Okay, she's starting to fade. 10 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay, there she goes at, okay, within a couple seconds of 11 minutes. Do a crush test. I weigh 190 pounds, and I think when I step on it and bounce, you'll see I'm flexing the floor. Trying not to use the bench to steady myself, but I'm not that clever. So, there you go. I think that passes anything that you'd ever do to it in an AT shelter if you accidentally stepped on it. And you can see it's fine. Okay, I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Have a great day.